Good morning, everybody. And I don't know whether you can see two of me on there. I'm doing this on my phone live from the Health Hub because it's such a beautiful day. Isn't it amazing to see the sun it just totally boosts your energy? So I wanted to come on and talk about Scotland's wild medicine and all the incredible stuff that we've got going on for you this weekend. And then in Strontian, and then in Tarbert, and then Skye. So we're taking these festivals, we're doing 4 a year around the country to help educate, inspire, support the people of Scotland. And as a collective, can we get ourselves off the bottom rung of the health ladder? So, as most of you who have been following me know, that I've been on this mission for nearly 40 years, knowing that there's a lot more that we can do. And unfortunately, the sort of nanny state, hoping that somebody, some politician, some doctor, some expert can help us and make us well again. I think for most people now that illusion is becoming quite clear that it's not happening. Nobody's coming to save us. We are going to have to save ourselves. So, Scotland's Wild Medicine came around when I met Claire Houlihan, the co-author of the book Scotland's Wild Medicine, and I really fell in love with her. I'm not sure she fell in love with me initially. I can be a slow burner. When I realised that there was medicine everywhere around my feet, we were in a forest. There was a fungi expert as well. I mean, Claire's pretty knowledgeable in fungi too. And I was like, oh my God. I'd always been looking at the physical side and the nutrition and being outside in nature. I understood that, but I really hadn't fully understood till about 7 years ago that the planet gives us everything that we need. And I suppose there's a bit of faith in there, in terms of like, well, do you trust that you're coming to this planet and that you actually need to spend money to get well? You need to get injected with things to get well? Or do you believe that the body at some level is incredibly intelligent? After all, it made itself. Imagine the intelligence that made this and that made you. The cells divide and they make things. They make eyes, they make a liver, and then we can grow another human if you're a woman. You can help that spark of life if you're a man. It's just like the intelligence is obvious when somebody points it out to you. And then obviously look around me here. I mean, it's just look at this big tree behind me. Even sitting here and breathing in the phytoncides from this tree is affecting my brain chemistry. It's affecting my nervous system. The light is communicating with my skin. We are part of this whole energy field, this unified field of energy. We're part of it. And our body, we have been taught by they, to be scared of the sun, to be scared of getting cold, to be scared of, almost everything. We're actually living in a time where people are scared of their own bodies. And to me, that's just completely and utterly unacceptable. I mean, it makes no sense to be terrified of your own body. Now, everybody that knows me knows that my journey started when Joanna was diagnosed way back in, what was it, 70, 80, 92. And my world just changed, pivoted in that day with the diagnosis of leukemia. And not long ago, a very close friend of mine phoned me in devastation to say that her son had been diagnosed with cancer. And so I have worked and walked the path with lots of mums and with lots of other people that have mums, but I've walked the personal journey, I've walked with the families, and it is painful and torturous. Now, if I hear the word leukemia, I think completely different things. I've got a much deeper understanding about what's going on in the body. And the level of fear is very, very different now. But then it comes to the conflict of interest as to how we should heal. What treatments should we take? And I think back in the day, it was actually easier where this is the treatment, this is the only thing on offer, this is what you do. Now there's so much information out there, it's quite overwhelming. And, you know, my cousin said to me when she was diagnosed, she said, I know all these things that you tell me are true, but I just don't have it in me. And that's the reality, isn't it? There's not a hospital you can go to or a place you can go to try alternative natural things. There's no sanctuary where you can just go and be supported in a different way. And there's nowhere to go when you, because the bottom line is you go into a hospital and you get papped right back out pretty quickly. And you're left in your home with your family who are also devastated and nobody really knows what to say or do. And that's a situation that we, the people, absolutely have to change. And that's what we're doing here at the Health Hub. And that's what we're doing at Scotland's Wild Medicine Festivals. We're educate, inspire, support. That's the mission of Heal Scotland. And when we understand that people are making choices because they're not educated, and prevention is clearly better than cure. You know, a lot of the work that I'm doing here is the microbiome, and I know if the microbiome situation is not addressed 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the line, what's going to happen? So we need to get in now. So many people's digestive systems, the body is an ecosystem, have been infected and infested by parasites, infections, food poisoning, oh, you name it. I'm not going to go into that here. This is not what it's about. This is about how do we move forward, regardless of why or how we're sick. How can we move forward and get out of this? And that's what the festivals are for, to educate you, inspire you, and support you. You will make new friends when you come to our festivals. We get a lot of returns, which is a great sign. People meet each other. If you're a presenter, a leader, a teacher, or a healer, a speaker, if you have a story to tell, please get in touch, because it's the people helping the people. If you look at Helen Matthews, for example, on her 4 months in her healing journey and like a completely different person, who do you want to talk to about getting better from fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue? Somebody who's actually done it or somebody who hasn't? It's very much like the recovery program. Yeah, can you help people in recovery? Yeah, but if you've never actually been there, it's much more powerful if you know exactly how they feel and then you can say, I felt like that too, and this is what I did. So our festivals are very much about that, people helping people. No big fancy titles, no big listed degrees, because arguably that can take you away from the humanity of health and the chronic situation a lot of us have found ourselves in and are finding ourselves in these days. So that's what the festivals can do for you. You meet a tribe of people who will absolutely listen, give you their advice. You know, the ticket price is incredibly cheap, 127 for 3 days. If you're a presenter and you come and you really want to use this as a marketing opportunity, you hang out for the 3 days, you get to know people, people learn to trust you. You're giving them information with no agenda except you want to help. And then when they've inevitably, they or somebody they know needs help, they know you and they will come to you. Because in general, you'll either come to people because you trust them and like them, or because they've helped somebody else in your situation, or because somebody you know, like and trust recommends them. And that's what we're creating now, is this community of people you can trust. We've got Giovanna Franklin coming tomorrow morning at 10. I think it's 10. Yes, it is. To talk about tissue salts. Now, Giovanna, I always send people that are worried about their children, autism, parasites, etc. I send them to Giovanna because she does a very non-invasive test. And I think homeopathy is just a brilliant, gentle way to work with children, because it can be trickier with children, obviously, for a myriad of reasons. So let me talk you through the programme. So today at 2 o'clock up in Somerville Hall, we kick off with the opening ceremony and the new story, the vision for Heal Scotland, the vision to get our country off the bottom rung of the health ladder, to have an impact on our drug deaths and our suicide rates, cancer, etc., to make life a lot more enjoyable and a lot less scary. There's so many things we can do, and I'm doing one of them right now. How easy is it? Sitting with my bare feet in the ground, breathing in the fighting sides, in the light. I mean, you probably think it'd be that simple. Yes, it can. But you have to do it every day. It's the daily practices, these simple things that we do that keep the battery charged. So 2:30, we've got the Wild Energy breathwork. So that's if you've not experienced that, then you should come along. You can come for one workshop or one talk, just give a donation. So we've got the Wild Energy breathwork, and then I've got a few of my breathwork instructors joining me for that. So that is always very powerful and very enlightening. And then at 4 o'clock, we've got Suze Kuhn, who's really been incredible at supporting our festivals too, with Qigong and the fascia. You know, again, it's very different from what I've done my whole life, these gentle movements, but now I understand about the fascia system, about the connection and about the mindfulness of movement. This is a no-brainer and everybody can do it. And then talking about the fascia, we've got Cara Love coming with her angel fingers. She does a workshop, an interactive workshop where we again working on the fascia and the power of touch and the power of intention to help you heal. Very, very, very gentle, all inclusive. And then obviously you can come and have a tour of the Health Hub if you've not had already, but it's still a beautiful place to hang out. You can come and get your biotherapies for half price. We're open until 8 o'clock tonight. So the saunas will be there, the superhuman, if you want to try that out. If you're coming, it's really important to book to guarantee your slot because it's going to be busy. Then tomorrow morning, we've got two venues. We've got the Health Hub studio here, and we've got Somerville Hall above the Three Sisters at the end of the road, literally 2 minutes walk. So at 10 a.m, we have Giovanna Franklin in the Health Hub studio here, talking about tissue salts for health. Again, really simple stuff that you can use for you and your family, because I think that's really important that you understand and you have these things, non-toxic options in your home. Then it's me talking about biotherapies and how to charge your body up to 100% rather than staying in the red and flickering in and out of that. Charge your cells and getting the country, the vision. That's at 11 o'clock tomorrow up in the hub. And then we have my darling friend Alex Mitchell with his talk To Hell and Back. Now, if there ever is an inspirational man in this planet, it is Alex. What he has been through, but where he is now, using the superhuman, honestly, what an inspiration. Then at 1 p.m, we have Kathleen Elliot from she's doing amazing work over in Dunfermline, just opened this brand new place. She's passionate about oxygen, like we all are, but she knows it to a really deep level, been working with a hyperbaric. So she's going to be doing a talk on that at 1 p.m. And then at 2 p.m, we have Fiona Gass, Enjoy a Collective Consciousness Kinesiology session. Fiona, again, does incredible work. She is connected, let's just say, very intuitive. And yeah, again, kinesiology, talking to the body, finding out what your body needs, which is different from mine. Absolute must. And then over in Somerville Hall, we have Sue Cally. Now, Sue, the singing heart, using the power of the voice. Sue helped me at the 3-month community that I ran, and she came every week and she helped people to understand the power of the voice for healing. And the more bioresonance I do, the more I understand the frequency, the resonance of the human voice and how we've been shut down and shut up, and how we can use the frequency of our own voice in order to heal and to get rid of toxins and to calm the nervous system. Oh, the list goes on. So if you've not experienced the singing heart, highly recommend Sue, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. 11 o'clock, we have another breathwork, which I'm very excited about because I get to lie down and enjoy it. Roshan McCrossan, Mandala breathwork. Beautiful. So I'm excited to try that. Then we have Hugh Asher, another absolute legend who supported the festivals since they began, forest bathing. And again, you may think you know what that is, but if you've not done it with Hugh, trust me, you don't. I did it in Aberfeldy, and honestly, the stillness and the peace that I experienced the next morning was truly incredible. Hugh is brilliant at what he does, and he also, the weather's going to be great, so it'll be beautiful, and the nature around here is jaw-dropping. Then at 2 p.m, we have Dr. Libby McGuigan and Graham, sorry, Miracle Number 7. Graham was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and Libby and him have been walking this journey together. And what an inspiration again of how you can take the news and how you can say, well, let's try other things. So that's 2 p.m. If you've got stage 4 cancer and you'd like to just come and listen to these guys, please come and just put in a donation. And if you can't put in a donation, that's okay too. Then at 3 o'clock, we've got Paddy Hogg, songs and poems from the Galloway Bard. Now, I've known Paddy for a long time, since we started with the lockdowns way back then. Poetry and songs, so it's just an entertainment. So I'm excited to hear that too. It's lovely of him to come along. And then at 4 p.m, we have the Heart Vortex workshop with Kevin. Now, I think it's Kevin Innes, I think his name is. Sorry, I've just written Kevin here. Kevin has also been along to the festivals. And in Tarbert, we made Tricalians. And he just, the opening of his workshop just was, it connects everything around human intention and how it affects everything. I mean, just absolutely spoke to my heart. So he's last on, which means that, you get to, if it runs over, we don't have to worry about it, because that can be an issue, which is like, obviously there's a big part going, right, come on, we need to get out of here. There's another speaker coming on. So it's really nice that you're going to be able to just hang out. And on Sunday morning, another talk I'm really excited about is A Course in Miracles with John Angus. John Angus, a very, very dear friend of mine. Again, been with the festival since the very start. He's a chef. He's just opening his own place in Skye, which I'm super excited about. He's got a great team of wild medicine advocates up there joining him, people that have helped me and worked with me in Skye and in Barmolach. So he's been banging on about A Course in Miracles and telling you need to. He's had got so much from it in his own life that he is really, really passionate to share that with us. So he's doing a talk on that at 10 a.m. on Sunday. Again, feel free to come and just by donation. 11 a.m. we've got John Sparks, the Sugar Free Zone, another super inspirational man, and we're going to be doing Sugar Free September. So get ready. Are you up for cutting out sugar for a month? Come on, join us so you can meet John, 11 a.m. And he's going to be talking about his journey and how his kind of yo-yoing with his weight and how he broke free from the habits. And then his absolutely beautiful and delightful and hilarious wife, Christine, Love Yourself Wildly, is on straight after him. So that's in the Health Hub studio tomorrow morning. And then in Somerville Hall, Natasha Fullerton is a friend of mine, and she has, again, like most people that come, a plethora of trainings and skills, etc., breathwork. She's going to be doing a talk, Intro to Ayurveda, Living, and then a yoga workout at 12. So 11 for the talk and 12 for the yoga. And then at 2 p.m, I'm back on with biotherapies and talking about bringing nature back into the body. And at 3 p.m, the finale, which will be amazing, we did this up in the Stonehaven, is Introduction to Drumming and Harmonic Toning. I've got tonight on here, I need to change that. And that, Mel and Stuart, a phenomenal workshop that leaves you I mean, I'm a big fan of the drum. These guys are brilliant at it. So that's a great buzz. So yeah, again, come along. Feel free to come for the whole weekend, come for a day, come for a single workshop, whatever works in for you. But come and get inspired. Join us, support the movement, be part of the solution, because it is so, so, so exciting what's happening in our country. All these things that are popping up that are absolutely brilliant. And it's really easy to focus in on the crap and say all these things that are wrong, but there's a lot of great stuff happening, and there's a lot of people wakening up that nobody's coming to sort us and fix us. No drugs, no amount of surgery, no amount of jabs can make you well, healthy and vital and give you that joy for life and that creativity. Only you can do that, and we can help you, because doing it together is way more fun. Then we've got Strontian, the 9th of October. We've got all-inclusive tickets for that, so you can come for 210, I think it's £220, your bunk, your food, and your entire festival. Where on earth would you get an offer like that? John Angus, previous owner of Sligagan Hotel in Skye, Chris Clark, previous owner of the George in Inverary, they're taking control of our culinary cuisine. So that, and if you've not been to Strontian, not been on that Morven Peninsula, oh my God, the nature there is to die for. So that's this year. And then next year, we've got Skye, Portree and John's new place. And then we're back at Westloch Wellness in Tarbert. So get your tickets. The lineup, obviously, I'm working on for the Wittens next year. I'm looking to do a festival pass where you can just come and go as you please. And I'll be launching that this weekend. Again, looking at this place that is being created literally in front of my eyes, and the extension that Jonathan Kennett is putting on and what's to come, we've got a phenomenal opportunity here in Scotland to really, really show other countries how you can turn things around. How when enough people plant the seed and go, I'm going to take action. Doesn't matter how much knowledge you've got. If you're not walking your walk and doing things that you know are going to help you, you're simply not going to get better. So we have to tribe up, laugh together, dance together. It's a phenomenal, phenomenal time in human consciousness. So if you are ready, and remember, if you don't have money to come, you just ping me a message, you're in. Anybody can join. Never let money stand in the way of a good time. Anyway, I better go and get on and get organised for the day. Huge love to you all. Have a wonderful weekend and enjoy the sunshine and the fighting sides. Ciao.